What's good, Aries? Welcome and welcome back. I hope all is well. Guys, I know it's been a little minute. I am working on trying to find a new location. People in my home, you know, some persons in my home can be a little bit nosy. So, you know, I like to be private and keep my sessions, you know, sacred. So Aries, I do apologize. However, let's dive in. Let's dive into your reading. I've already pulled 4 cards came out actually. I've already pulled some cards from the universe, okay? I'll put the names of the decks I'm using in the description box below, but I wanted to get a card from the universe. I do feel like the universe is speaking to you now. I don't know which collective I'm listening to. However, the messages here thus far seems to be hope and faith based, okay? So spark of life, what do you want, Aries? The pause is the shift and we have the key. It reads, don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon, okay? You can overcome everything. What do you want? If you react negatively to the success and joy of others, it's a sign that you want more for yourself. Don't hold yourself back. Expand your comfort zone, okay? So I'm not sure if this card is speaking to those who may be battling with envious feelings or jealousy, or let's say not even that, right? For those of you who have been struggling for so long, or for an extended period of time, you may notice a lot more people are not in the same boat, you know what I mean? Or maybe you are noticing that people are getting acclimates and recognizations, being recognized for, you know, work, and you're being overlooked, whatever. But it's telling you, step outside your comfort zone, right? Because this may be a sign or indicator that spirit is requiring more from you. Their universe is trying to elevate and to expand you. Okay? The pause is the shift. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power. I don't know what is going on with my reading today. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny, okay? So if you're doing some soul searching, guess what? Pausing, the hangman, just think the hangman, that is action, right? Taking a moment to look at the scope, to look at whatever the situation is at a broader scope, right? So you can narrow down on whatever moves you need to make so you can move forward, so you can figure things out, so you can learn how to navigate these situations more easily. And lastly, the key. All you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys, okay? So it may be some little signs or things that spirit, the universe is wanting you to focus on, as well as pausing so you can, you know, get direction to navigate whatever situations you are at hand. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hope that these messages were able to provide, you know, a little bit of guidance or help for you. And let's tap into the tarot, Aries. Let's see what is going on. The star is popping out, okay? Faith, hope, okay? And guys, Pisces being North Node, you're going to hear me say it until these nodes switch. This is a very faith based time. Okay. Let's get something for Aries. All right, Aries. So we have the star, the sword, the star, the page of swords, the magician, and the knight of pentacles. Okay, so two major arcanas, two court cards. The star, Neptune energy. Not Neptune, I'm sorry. Aquarius energy, right? It speaks to faith, that hope that we were just reading about. This may be a time, and I feel like that, like where you need to get a little bit more grounded. Okay, Aries, it feels like you're not. This has been an emotional time, and you have some communication coming forward with this page of swords. This can also be a messenger. Pages are typically messengers, but it can also speak to, documents or the intellect. You could be, it looks like some of you could be starting something new or looking into something new. We have the magician here, meaning you have the resources, right? This is a Mercury card. It's an indicator to be active, okay, not passive. But this also indicates you have willpower. You have all the resources to make whatever you need come into a reality. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? This is Virgo energy. A lot of people are not a fan of the Knight of Pentacles, but I'll tell you this, on the positive note, although it can be a slow-moving energy, this is like the best night in the deck. Why? Because we know whatever it is that he's working on, it's meant to last long-term, right? The Knight of Pentacles, he's not in a rush to conquer the world because he knows that he will conquer the world, right? He's strategic, he's disciplined, and most importantly, patient, okay? So we're gonna tap in, get some information, some clarity behind the messages, what Spirit is really wanting you to know. And Aries, my name is Paris. I'm the Mystic Card Reader, here to help you navigate life through tarot. As a reminder, I want you all to know we live a different life experience. These cards will represent themselves differently in each of our lives. Keep in mind, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, Aries. But remember, check your birth chart for your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Roles can be reversed. Flip and switch the signs whenever and wherever you need to. Remember, cross watchers, you are welcome with good intentions. Don't step on my Aries fairies toes, okay? I rock with my Aries, they rock with me. With all that said and do, don't forget to smash that like button, illuminate that subscription button, and let your girl know in the comments if this resonated. All right, let's get on deck to clarify the energies. Okay, let's see why the star is here for my Aries. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, hold on. All right, we have the High Priestess coming out. I typically don't take cards that drop on the floor, but I knew immediately this card was for you. The Magician, Typically, when I see the High Priestess, Aries, it's something you don't need to know at this time. Why is the Magician in here? Page of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting. I got two cards, Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Let's dive in. So the Page of Pentacles with the Star, guys, Aries, maybe there's something that you're struggling with, you know, your personal philosophies and beliefs about a situation or something coming into fruition, something changing. Every situation is different. However, Page of Pentacles lets me know that there is something here. Now, again, these pages typically are messengers, right? But pages, this page in particularly is studious. This lets me know, excuse me, that you guys, I don't know if you're currently working on something new here or you're about to work on something new. This energy is going to pass. We have the High Priestess here explaining the Page of Swords, and there's some shadow work that needs to be done. Okay, the High Priestess. Let me try to break it down for you. You know, let's look at the, well, this card is not a good representation, but typically when the High Priestess card, she's in the temple, right? She's in the temple of Solomon, for those of you who don't know. So there's a black pillar on one side that represents Boaz, okay, in his strength. But on the other side, you have that white pillar, which represents 𝗃𝗃, and that represents his will established, or he will establish, right? So the black pillar, again, is shadows, the mystery, the darkness, and the white represents revelation. So since we have the Page of Swords coming out, there's still some clearing, right? There's still some, it's still some things that are unclear, and then you have clarity on other things right now. I feel like Spirit needs you to wait it out, right? It's a process. It's a process. But, you know, the High Priestess is definitely knowledge and acceptance, duality here. And I feel like whatever information or whatever is coming forward is not meant for you to know right now. We have the Magician here and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. So this is wands are all about action. With the Magician here, Aries, you're definitely not sitting on your hands, okay? You're not sitting on your hands. I feel like it's going to take you a little bit to get that bump, to get that push. But when you do, you're going to hit the ground running, okay? Trust the process, because why? We have a Six of Pentacles here and a Six of Wands. What does this tell me? Six of Pentacles, things are changing, recalibrating. Remember on that picture, this is the man in the middle. He has one on the other side. A person on one side, he's handing money or whatever tool, food, and the other, he's giving nothing. We don't see him giving them anything, right? It's your turn, okay? You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be happy. You're going to be grateful and thankful. So at this time, I'm with Spirit. I'm with the universe. You got to not react negatively, okay? It's time for you to focus on the small things. This may get you to the next step, to the next milestone, Aries. Trust me, whatever this energy is that you're feeling right now, please do not focus too much on it because you'll continue to magnify and feel it more, okay? So we want to do the opposite. We want to raise our frequency. What I'm asking you to do, what Spirit is suggesting, is that you focus on what's in front of you, right? Your past is behind you. Of course, you've had struggles, but these struggles have built resilience. I hear someone saying, I'm tired of being strong. I am tired of being strong. I can tell you, again, that's changing. Okay? 6 of Pentacles, that is changing. Let's get some words of encouragement from our angel numbers for my Aries fairies. Aries, please. Aries, please. We got 55. Be grateful. Okay, we got 44. Take a risk. I just want to keep that sign. Anything else for Aries? And we have 1177, growth, okay? And I do feel like this is along the lines of what we have been discussing today. So thank you for confirmation, Spirit, and your lovely angels. 55, be grateful, okay? Gratitude, abundance, acceptance, positivity, contentment, reciprocity. You know what? I'm struggling with the word, but you guys know. Okay. It reads, stop dwelling on problems you can't solve. Let me read that again. Stop dwelling on problems you cannot solve, Aries, or situations that bring you down. Embrace gratitude and I know the word. Embrace it, okay? Embrace that word for what life offers and what you align with your soul's desires. Make a list of things you are thankful for today and take a moment to express appreciation for them, allowing yourself to feel content and open to receiving more. Aries, what are 3 things you are grateful for today, and how can you shift this focus and help you align with your soul's desires, okay? We have 44. Take a risk. Courage, initiative, creativity, planning, realism, and boldness. Now is a good time to take action on tasks that require initiative, creativity, and risk-taking. Get organized and make plans with realistic expectations of success, rather than waiting for things to change on their own. You have to create the change, okay, Aries? Identify one area where you can make or take a calculated risk and make a concrete plan to move forward with confidence and realistic expectations. What specific risk can you take right now and align that with your goals and creativity? Lastly, Aries, we have growth. Let me know if you've been seeing these numbers on, license plates, receipts, anywhere. Learning, development, nature, potential, success, and expansion. Take positive steps towards learning and personal development. And this could be what this is about with the Page of Swords as well. Just want to throw that out there. You may not know what this is yet, but for whoever that applies to, engage in activities like taking classes, reading, or spending time in nature to unlock your potential and achieve success. Remember, I told you guys to get grounded, right? So go out in nature. This is what is being suggested. Enroll in a course or a workshop that interests you. Read a book or a topic that you're passionate about, or spend time in nature to reconnect with your inner self and stimulate personal growth, okay? As I was speaking of, Aries, what areas of your life could benefit you from learning or growth? How can you incorporate new experiences or knowledge into your daily routine? Okay, so guys, for those of you who need to get out in nature, ground, for those of you who need to meditate, do some mindfulness, okay, but change your focus, okay? Change your focus, get into gratitude, take a risk, and remember, this is elevation time. Wishing you much love, light, and positive energy.